Welcome to Picture Book Chat, where we feature a handful of new picture books each month and discuss what makes them great. Whether you're a parent, caregiver, or teacher, you're bound to find some wonderful reading suggestions from librarians Mary Ellen Bracks and Sheri Boggs.
Hi, welcome to Picture Book Chat. I'm Mary Ellen Bracks, and with me today is Sheri Boggs.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about new picture books.
Yay!
So, Sheri, what do we have first here?
Oh my gosh. So I love a nonfiction book that works on the simplest level, and that's what we have with A Llama is Not an Alpaca.
Yes.
Which I pretty much didn't know the difference until this book came in, much like all the other animals in the book.
Yes. I love the way it's set up.
Yeah.
And, of course, the end papers. We always like to point out the end papers so the kids could kind of take a look at this and say, what animals do you think we're talking about today? So that would be kind of fun to start off with. And it says, come along on nature hikes to search for favorite lookalikes. Study each and every clue. Don't let these doubles outfox you. So it gives you a hint of what they're talking about here. And then they ask, like the first one, is it a rabbit or a hare? Check out the ears to compare. So I love the rhyming in it. Mm-hmm. And then they say, it's a hare. And then they tell you why it's a hare versus a rabbit. And hop to it. Hares are bigger and have longer ears. Their large hind legs move quickly to outrun predators. They live and nest above ground, while most rabbits nest underground. So that was interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, who knew? I like that it also shows the other animal for comparison.
Yes.
So the kids can actually look at it and go, oh,
yeah.
What do you know? The ears are shorter.
Yeah, so I think this is, if you have an animal lover, nature lover, I think this would be a great book. They talk about turtle or tortoise. I know the one that always comes up is, there's toad and frog, but crocodile and alligator is in here also. Penguin and puffin. So kind of the usual ones, llama or alpaca. And I love this. One of them comes supersize. So I thought they did a really nice job on this. And I love that it gives the information, but it's short enough you can use this with younger preschoolers, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's definitely preschool and above. But if you just wanted to show the pictures to the toddlers would love it.
Oh, good to know. So you tried this out in a story time, you were saying. How did it go?
Oh, actually, this one I didn't try out in a story time. I had another crocodile book, the crocodile clock that I love so much.
Classic.
But it would be fun to do that with this because crocodile clock takes place in a zoo. And then you could do this one, too, to give them some information about all the animals that they see. So I think that would be a kind of a fun thing to use together. But I love the bright colors. It's just so nice. And then, yes, if you remember to scan the barcode on the back, and then it'll take you right to the catalog.
Yeah, and you can place a hold.
Place a hold on it. But yeah, we really love this one. It's always nice to find a nonfiction that's readable and easy to read to a group of kiddos and in story time.
Yeah, it kind of ticks all the boxes.
Yeah.
So what do we have next, Mary Ellen?
We have 20 questions. And so this one is by Barnett. I'm just going to hold it up.
Love him.
Real cute. Again, some really cute, bright illustrations in this one. This one is a little different, I thought, because there's no answers to the questions. Mm-hmm. So they're very open-ended. So again, you've got some nice end papers here. And then it goes into the questions. So how many animals can you see in this page? And so then you can count them. You can just let them answer how many animals they see in the page. I think the trick to this is that there are some insects on this page too. So most of them are open-ended questions. So they made it so that you can have some discussions as you're reading. and then the next one is how many animals can you not see in this one? Because they're hiding from the tiger. Yeah.
So it's not only interactive, it's when you can have conversations about, like, really, kids can really use their imagination.
Right.
And talk about, like, what's hiding under all these leaves.
And so you don't have to use the whole book all at once. You could just use a couple of pages in here.
It'd be a great story prompt.
Yes. So you could use it for older kids to write a story.
I love this one. Which of these ladies just robbed a bank?
That's right.
And I love this because kids can talk about, how they interpret features, and they can make up stories like maybe she robbed a bank because she needs to take care of that glorious hair. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's some interesting, and like, why is the elephant so upset? So this would be a good one to talk about social emotional
exactly
feelings, and just go along with that. So really interesting. The pictures are nice bright colors. I love this one because we see these windmills.
Yeah,
windmills
we do
a lot. So and I love this. How did that cow get all the way up there?
There's a story.
There's a story for the kids to tell. So I thought it was kind of a fun one. It was very different, and I think that's what I liked about it. And that you could have those open-ended discussions. What did you think?
I love this a lot. I love both of these creators, Mac Barnett. We've got a ton of his books. Christian Robinson. I love his art style.
Yeah.
I just think it's really, it's one of those books that's, what we call dialogic. Like, you can have a conversation with kids about it as you're going through it. But it also works on a lower level. Like, I think that you could use this with preschoolers, definitely. But also older kids.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like this one. Where did the bandits bury the treasure? What would you do if you found it?
Again, I just think this is great for story prompts. If you're doing some writing, a writing unit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, which of these creatures is the zookeeper's favorite?
Yeah. So, just lots of, it's interesting with the pictures. Who gave Mr. Beckett a bump on his noggin?
Oh my gosh.
So even some of the language in here is kind of neat too. What did the lion get the lamb for her birthday? So
Great.
Just some really interesting questions. I think
Would you use this in a story time?
I don't know if I would or not. That's a great question. I was kind of thinking about it, and I think you could probably use it just at the end of your story time and pick a couple of questions to hear what the kids have to say, or give them a prompt and then have them go draw a picture of what they would do.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So I could see it working.
Yeah.
So if you did this as your kind of your last story and gave them one of the prompts, and then had them go and draw a picture or write a story as preschoolers do. And then you could just leave it open to the page.
Yeah.
So,
it might even have more classroom use than story time, I think. I like this one a lot.
Yeah. So again, you can in my notes. You can scan the barcode on the back and get right to our catalog to place a hold on it.
Excellent. Well, I'm really excited about this one. This is How to Count to One. I'm trying to get it so the glare's not on there. There. And don't even think about bigger numbers. So right away, you've got a challenge. Again, great end papers. It's kind of like the last one. Like there's all these different things that give you clues about the story you're about to head into. And this could be great just to spend time with kids identifying all the stuff.
Yes.
So here we go. Welcome to a fun new counting book. Are you ready to start counting? As we go through the book, follow the instructions. Don't worry if you make a mistake. Let's start with something nice and easy. Do you know what an apple looks like? Good. Simply count how many apples you see.
1.
Correct. 1. Now for something bigger. How many elephants are on this page?
1.
So far, so good. Now, what about this? How many sausages do you see?
1.
Very good, Mary Ellen. You are not tripped up by the 2 whales on the page.
Right.
And here we have 3 bowls of soup, but we don't care about the 3 bowls of soup because we're looking for the one fly that's in the soup.
Right.
Very tricky. Mm-hmm. And so it goes on like that. You're still just looking for one thing. I love this page. Can you pick just one and count it? And then they say, like, there's 1 Jello tower, 1 meteor, 1 dinosaur, and 1 pair of underpants.
Which will elicit
I know.
And a round of giggles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like it. You're really focusing on the one, which for that 1-to-1 correspondence, this would be a great book to use. But then you can also go through and count everything else that you see on the page. So you could go through and count from 1 to 10 actually with this book. So I really enjoyed that. So I love that they're emphasizing the one just for the 1-to-1 correspondence. It'd be great to see if you came out with one that's 2. But I think they probably get the point there. But it would be fun still, I think. So yeah, I thought it was a really different counting book. We have so many counting books.
Yeah.
And so this would just be a little different take. But you can go back and talk about everything that's on the page.
What I liked about this one is I think it would be a great storytime book, like, because you really get to, have fun with the story and, like, really pause. Because, like, on this page, it's like, please count all the ducks. And as the kids are probably starting to go 1, 2, 3, 4, you go, that are rollerblading. Yeah. Plot twist.
Yeah.
So I think you can have a lot of fun with a group with this. Because it plays with, kids' expectations and kind of the command at the beginning of the book. In this case, you're looking for a worm with a disguise.
Yeah.
This one's really funny. You see all these rhinos and snakes, but you're just supposed to count the giraffes.
Yeah.
Like, it gets more and more distracting as you go through the book. Like, this page is crazy pants, and you're just supposed to find the picture of the cake.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of fun. I think this would be a great gift for families, I think. You can have a lot of fun. I think it would work for story time. What age do you think would be good with this?
I think that preschool age would be good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little much for toddlers.
Yeah.
But I always say that with the caveat, there'll be one toddler who would love this book, you know? But for the most part, if you've got 1 2-year-old that's about to turn 3, who's really into counting, I could see it working. But otherwise, I would say preschool.
Yeah.
It seems like just made for preschool. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that was How to Count to 1. And this is by Caspar Salmon and Matt. I didn't get his last name because it's covered up by our barcode. But speaking of codes, with this one you can scan the ISBN and call it up in our catalog, and you can place a hold on it and get a fresh new copy.
Yes.
What's last?
This one is so much fun. La Guitarrista. And this is, we talked about their other book. This is by Lucky Diaz and then Micah Player. And they did Palatiro Man.
Yeah.
And
a previous picture book chat book.
Yes. Yes. And so when this one came through, we were both really, really happy to see it. It's also got a song that you can listen to. So you can see what she's actually playing. But then all the musical notes. But I love this story because she finds a guitar. She's looking at guitars in the music shop and she really wants one. But then she finds one in the garbage. And she grabs it and then she takes it and she finds somebody who can fix it. And then she gets it all put together and then she goes off starting to play. And she really loves playing. And so she's strumming along. She's ready to rock. So I really thought this was a fun one. And I loved it that it was a girl playing the guitar,
yes.
too. I just think that's really great. So she goes to, she wants to go to music school so she can learn how to play. But it just takes her a while because she can't play as well as the other kids. She's just starting out. So,
And she did find her guitar in the trash. So.
yeah. Mm-hmm. But then she sees somebody rocking out, and so she's so happy. And then I think she says, and she kind of encourages her and says, "Don't let the others make you feel down. The song in your heart can turn it around." So we got some nice rhyming in this story too.
Yeah.
And so so she practices, and then she goes to a talent show. Yay! But I love the colors in this, too.
Yeah.
I just think they did a really nice job. Her expressions are fantastic on this.
Yeah, visually it's just so exuberant. Like, it's just, there's so much joy in this book.
Yeah.
And I love the little detail that her guitar is electric.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I just thought that was fantastic. You could talk with kids about different kinds of guitars. You know, you've got your acoustic guitar, and then you've got an electric guitar. What else did I love about this? I love that she looks like a young Linda Ronstadt. Oh. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I really like that. I love that there's Spanish interspersed throughout this. It's not bilingual in the sense that it's like a one-to-one correspondence, Spanish or English to Spanish. It's just little phrases thrown in there that gives it just a little extra zing as you're reading it out loud. Like you, I love that it's a girl that wants to rock out. And I like that it's a story of perseverance. You know, like she finds this broken thing. She figures out how to fix it. She reaches out to the adults in her life that can help. You know, and when the other kids make fun of how it sounds and that she's, you know, not as practiced maybe as they are, you know, like she cries, but then she gets on with it. Yeah. You know, and it's just like you just have to practice. You have to keep at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love this sort of LA neighborhood. I'm assuming that's where it's taking place, just kind of looking around at the art. But I think it's wonderful. Oh, this spread.
Yeah. And then I hear an awesome roar.
Yeah. So what do you think of this one for story time?
I think that would be good. I know I'd have to practice the Spanish phrases.
Me too.
Because I happen to do Spanish with a French accent, which my daughter finds very humorous because she speaks Spanish very well at this point. So, but I would definitely use it. I think it's a great one to use.
Yeah.
And I like books that feature some other languages in there so the kids get to hear it. I think that's kind of a fun thing for them to kind of see and hear.
What ages do you think?
I'm thinking, you're looking at your older preschoolers, maybe.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that too.
Yeah, kindergarten would be a fun age to do this at, too. You could even kind of inch it up into first grade, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the older preschool, early elementary age, I think would be fantastic to use this book in.
Yeah. This would be really fun. There's an institution in town called Spark Central, and they have a girls' rock lab.
Oh, fun.
And I feel like this book would be great to go along with that. Because it's all girls about this age, maybe a little bit older, learning to play an instrument, learning to, you know, be part of a band. And they have a big performance at the end. I just love this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, another winner, I would say.
Excellent.
So, La Guitarrista. So, by Lucky Diaz and Micah Player. So, and if you haven't read Paletero Man, I would read that one too, because we love that one also. So that's all we have today. Good pick, Sheri. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Ellen. Always fun to talk about.
Yes, we love talking about books. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on Picture Book Chat. Bye.
Bye.